Hi everybody, I hope you're all doing really well. So today I am back to do my roundup for all of the books I've read in July 2023, which has been a pretty good reading month. I've ended up finishing 10 books, which are as follows. David Copperfield by Charles Dickens, What is History Now, which is a collection edited by Helen Carr and Suzannah Lipscomb, Homer's Odyssey by Simon Armitage, The True Love Experiment by Christina, The Wallflower Wager by Tessa, Game of Queens, The Women Who Made 16th Century Europe by Sarah Gristwood, The Devil in Winter by Lisa Kleypas, The Bookbinder of Jericho by Pitt Williams, Just One Thing, How Simple Changes Can Transform Your Life by Dr. Michael Mosley, and finally my favourite title of the bunch, 9 Rules to Break When Romancing a Rake by Sarah McLean. This month I had no rereads and no DNFs, and then my star breakdown is as follows. I had one book at a 3.25 star, which was Simon Armitage's The Odyssey, 4 books at a 3.5 star, which were Game of Queens, The Devil in Winter, Just One Thing, and 7 Rules to Break When Romancing a Rake, 2 books at a 3.75, which were David Copperfield and The True Love Experiment, 2 books at a 4 star, which were The Bookbinder of Jericho and The Wallflower Wager, and then finally 1 book at 4.5, which is What is History Now. So a fairly good crop of books this month. In terms of my fiction to non-fiction breakdown, it wasn't so great for non-fiction this month. I only read 2 non-fiction to 8 fiction, so that's something I definitely need to pick up on. And in terms of the genre breakdown, I read 1 classic, 2 history non-fiction, 1 play, 4 romance books, one of those months, 1 general non-fiction and 1 historical fiction. In terms of individual book review videos, I have already filmed and scheduled one for What is History Now. I think this one will be coming out in September probably. And I've already filmed and scheduled the free romance books video that's going to feature The True Love Experiment. That's going to be one that is entirely contemporary books. And then you can also expect that the other 3 romance books that I read, which are all historical romance, will be getting a video themselves. And I feel like the vague theme of these books is going to be that it's all about scoundrels and rakes. So I feel like that'll be quite a fun video to do. The only other book from this pile that I do definitely want to do an individual book review for is The Bookbinder of Jericho. I'm in 2 minds as to whether or not I do the same thing that I did for Pip Williams' previous book, The Dictionary of Lost Words, where I'm doing a review on voiceover and then also travelling around Oxford to all of the different locations. I feel like actually for this book that's going to be a slightly harder task because it is a lot more sprawling. It's all in Oxford, but she goes to a lot more locations that maybe it's not just going to be a nice gentle walk. But stay tuned, I'll have to see what I think. In terms of where my TBR is at, I started July the 1st with 20 books on my TBR, which was the lowest that I had been at. I was pretty pleased with that and hoping I could get that down even further, and I am delighted to say that in July I took off or on hold 3 books from my TBR, I read 9 from my existing TBR, and then I bought or received 5, which now leaves my TBR at 13 books. Oh my goodness. I am pretty pleased with that. I feel like if I really push myself, I might be able to get into single digits, though I'm not sure how likely that is because I am due to be meeting some booktubers in August, and I feel like book buying is going to get done then. So we'll see how we go. And then finally, in regards to books that I'm currently reading that you might look forward to seeing in my August wrap up, it's quite an orange affair here. I am partway through Unfortunate Ends on Murder and Misadventure in Medieval England by Soren. This is an under 100-page book. I'm about 20 pages in, so I feel like I should get through this pretty quickly. I'm also about 70 pages into Atalanta by Jennifer Saint. We know I love a bit of Greek myth retelling. And then once I finish both of those, I think the next book I'm going to be heading to is Disobedient by Elizabeth Freemantle. This is one of my most anticipated historical fictions from this year, so I really hope for good things. So there we go, those are all of the books that I read in July of 2023. Do let me know if you've read any of the books that I've spoken to you about today. Alternatively, let me know about anything that you read and enjoyed. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks. Bye.